cricket tomorrow, and whatever the result, we have to go forward and play more games after that. So the more relaxed you stay in these kind of situations, it's a good thing because it helps you take better decisions when you're composed and calm mentally, and you can help the team, come out of difficult situations only if you're thinking in that fashion. So we've changed nothing from the first day we came here, honestly.
Thank you, sir. Sydney, an answer? Button left. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Virat, you have always performed well in pressure games. Right from the World Cup, you've always beat World Cup final, whenever. What did you tell youngsters? What is the key in performing in high pressure games like this as a batsman and also as a captain?
I feel it's. Everyone knows after you reach a stage in a tournament like this, you can't basically work on your techniques anymore, and with the ball or with the bat. It's how you think about the game and how you prepare for big games. As you said, you have to believe in yourself no matter what. The ability to think otherwise in a difficult situation is something that sets you apart in that situation and actually pulls the team through. So if you're thinking we're 3 down and I might get out, then you will get out. If you're thinking we're 3 down, I'm going to counter attack and get the team back on track, it ends up happening because you're convinced about it. So that's something that I work on. I visualize a lot, and I see myself in difficult situations and actually convincing myself that I can pull the team out, in those situations. And it won't happen every time, but 8 out of 10 times it will end up happening because you're so convinced about it. So I think it's how you prepare mentally is key in big games. That's something that I've worked on, and it's really worked well for me every time I've visualized and I've thought positively about the big games.
विराट भाई, जब से आप बल्लेबाज के तौर पे कमान संभाला, इंडिया के नंबर 1 बल्लेबाज बने, या फिर जब कप्तान के तौर पे आप कमान संभाला, देखा गया है कि सिर्फ 2 मैच छोड़ के हर बार हम पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ जीत मिली है टीम इंडिया को. तो क्या खास वजह इसका क्या रहा होगा?
देखिए, हम तो हर मैच जो खेलते हैं वो जीतने के लिए खेलते हैं. स्टैटिस्टिक्स और रिकॉर्ड्स और जो पहले हुआ है उसमें हम बिलीव नहीं करते, ना हम कभी उस चीज़ के बारे में सोचते हैं. हमारा एम यही रहता है एज अ टीम हम अच्छा एक कंप्लीट क्रिकेट मैच खेलें और रिजल्ट हमारी तरफ हो. हर टीम का वही इंटेंशन रहता है. तो आप किसी भी मैच में ये सोच के नहीं जा सकते हैं कि पिछले मैच आप कितनी बार जीते हैं उस ऑपोजिशन से. इस गेम में मैं काफ़ी बार कह चुका हूँ इस टूर्नामेंट में कि किसी टीम के पास कोई गारंटी नहीं है जीतने की. और क्रिकेट ऐसा गेम है कि जो भी टीम उस दिन अच्छा खेलेगी, जो टीम अच्छा प्रिपेयर करके आएगी और अच्छे फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड में रहेगी, वो दूसरी टीम से बेटर परफॉर्म करेगी और जीतने के चांसेस ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. तो आई थिंक उन चीज़ों पे फोकस करना हमारे हाथ में है, तो हम वो करते हैं. हम पास रिकॉर्ड्स पे और स्टैटिस्टिक्स पे ज़्यादा नहीं ध्यान देते.
Just wanted to ask you that playing against a team like maybe apart from a Muhammad Amir or a Hafiz or Shoaib Malik, most of them are unknown entities. Does it at times also makes it easier because there's too much analysis? You can play freely because you're not dissecting each and every opposition.
It really depends on individuals how they want to prepare against certain players in the opposition. I have never believed in watching too many videos of anyone. I prepare the best way I can. I believe in my abilities, and I feel like if I'm good enough, if I'm technically good enough, I should be able to counter any bowler that's bowling to me. I don't take extra pressure thinking he's bowling from here. What if he doesn't do that in the game? So I think of those things. I like to go by what I see coming out of the hand. And whether you've played people before or you haven't, this game, as I said, you cannot guarantee a performance. Even the bowlers that you play regularly on a tour or a series, 2 matches you will be on top of him, third match he can nick you off. So it's basically how you react to every ball that's bowled to you, regardless of whether you've played against the guy or you haven't. You have to be good enough to counter it, and that's the mindset we've been playing with in this tournament, and we're going to try to continue the same.
Thank you, sir. Last fight, sir.
Vera, how relevant is the first game that you played at Edgbaston between yourselves and Pakistan? And are you confident that this final could probably showcase again the best of Pakistan and Indian cricket together, given that you don't play series against each other, that perhaps a positive message for the future could be there too?
I don't see any relevance of the first game here because you can never tell how a particular team starts a tournament. Some teams start very confidently and then they fade off. Some teams might not have the best starts and they come back amazingly, which Pakistan has done. So everyone is aware of the kind of talent they have in their team, and on their day they can beat any side in the world. That's the kind of players they have, and that's the kind of ability they have in their side. So we're quite aware of that. But at the same time, neither are we too intimidated nor are we too arrogant about what we are doing. It's important to maintain the balance of being confident in your own skill and what you're doing as a team. I'm sure it's going to be a very good, very well contested match. Both teams obviously want to win the final. They've worked really hard to be where they stand in the final, and I'm sure every player is going to come out and give their 120%. And if 11 players from both sides end up doing that, it's going to be exciting encounter. So no, I don't see any relevance of the first game in this one.
Thank you. Last four. Anand.
Virat, Hardik Pandya gives the team a certain balance, but he's also at times targeted by the opposition. How tempting is it to perhaps go in with a Mohammad Shami in a game like this?
Not looking to change too many things because I've said this before. I would any day back a guy like Hardik, who provides you so much balance in conditions that he can be effective as a bowler. And his batting is priceless. I mean, if you're chasing a total and you need 8 and over and you've lost wickets, here's a guy who can still win you the game. That's the kind of belief he has in his ability, and we have that belief in him. So, he can give you a match-winning performance in any game that he plays, and a gun fielder as well. I mean, I've said that it's very hard to find a package like that. So, you need to back, guys like him on a regular basis, and you will get those results where the team is in crisis and he stands up and gives a match-winning performance. So far, he's been really good in the tournament. When he bowls well, it's a total relief for me as a captain because he can get you 7 good overs, he can get you a couple of wickets as well, and then with the bat in the field, we know anyway. So, yeah, I would not think of changing anything at this particular stage.
Thanks. Last week.
There won't be any social media when you get in the middle tomorrow bothering you, but there will be more than 1 billion people watching every move you make. Can you give an insight to a sort of normal person how you deal with that attention?
It's been quite a few years I've been dealing with that, so nothing new. Honestly, you can't think of those things when you step onto the field. It's again, I know there are expectations. I know there are people that expect the team and myself to do well every time that we play. But I understand as a player and as a person that it's not possible. So it's very important to realize the things that might or might not happen in the game, and you have to be close to reality. You can't live in a dilemma and then think on those lines where you end up thinking what people are expecting back home. You can't focus on what you have to do on the field. So this is a part of being an Indian cricketer, and then having performed for a few years, obviously expectations go up. You have to find a way to deal with it. You can't ignore it. You have to maintain a balance and then focus on what you need to do on the field. So I think I've been able to strike a good balance till now, and I'm sure I'll be fine for tomorrow.
Last week. Right.
Virat, you're probably aware that there's another India-Pakistan match happening tomorrow in here. Have you ever tried your hand at hockey? Would you be watching?
No.
Have you watched hockey in the past?
I've played with synthetic hockey balls in indoors, but never tried hockey. It's very scary, I feel. Getting hit on the face when you from a penalty corner, I don't know how those guys do it. You need a lot of guts to do that. So, I wish our team all the best. I've never tried my hand in it, but they're pretty good, so I'm sure they'll be fine.
Thanks. Last one. Lele sir.
15, 16, 17 हमारी टीम बड़ी मैचेस खेली हुई है. बहुत सारे लड़के हैं जिन्होंने आईपीएल के फाइनल मैचेस खेले. तो ये फाइनल मैच या क्रंच मैच खेलने का अनुभव कितना काम आता है?
काम सर, हम अभी मैं कितनी बार रिपीट करूं, सब बोलेंगे एक ही चीज बोल रहा है, लेकिन एक क्रिकेट मैच है तो उसको उसी तरीके से खेलेंगे. अब टूर्नामेंट तो कभी ना कभी खत्म होगा ही. तो अगर हम ज्यादा बैठ के अभी सोचेंगे कि फाइनल है और जीतना ही है और ट्रॉफी ऑन द लाइन है, वो सब चीजें इसीलिए लोग अच्छा कर पाते हैं क्योंकि वो उन चीजों के बारे में नहीं सोचते. जो ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं वो नहीं परफॉर्म कर पाते हैं बड़ी गेम्स में, या ज्यादा नर्वस हो जाते हैं. तो एक टीम में अगर आप कामनेस बना के रखेंगे, ड्रेसिंग रूम एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा होगा, तो आई डोंट थिंक कि उस तरफ दिमाग जाता.
Thank you watching NewsX. I'm Neha Khanna. Our big focus today. India and Pakistan will face each other in the finals of the ICC Champions Trophy tomorrow, and you can expect a mega contest on Super Sunday at the Oval in London. This match was expected to be far more competitive than how things have panned out so far in the tournament. Pakistan are playing their best cricket at the moment, but beating India in the finals of the Champions Trophy will not be easy given the form of the current Indian team. Despite their shabby bowling display against Sri Lanka, India have been the best side in the Champions Trophy so far. They have players who are ready to take on any team in the world. Pakistan are not the side for whom Indians can plan easily. They have a surprise element in their game that often comes to the fore. And Indian captain Virat Kohli is actually addressing a press conference ahead of that crucial tie. Let's listen in.
Even today's practice was absolutely similar. There wasn't any drop of intensity or something extra, or there was no overexcitement. People are just doing the normal things that they do in any practice session, and that's the kind of approach we've maintained throughout the tournament. And as I said last time, it's just another game of cricket tomorrow, and whatever the result, we have to go forward and play more games after that. So the more relaxed you stay in these kind of situations, it's a good thing because it helps you take better. ये लोग अच्छा कर पाते हैं क्योंकि वो उन चीजों के बारे में नहीं सोचते. जो ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं वो नहीं परफॉर्म कर पाते हैं बड़ी गेम्स में, या ज्यादा नर्वस हो जाते हैं. तो एक टीम में अगर आप कामनेस बना के रखेंगे, ड्रेसिंग रूम एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा होगा, तो आई डोंट थिंक कि उस तरफ दिमाग जाता भी है. और अभी टीम में किसी का भी दिमाग उस तरफ नहीं जा रहा है. हम लोग सिर्फ अपॉर्चुनिटी का वेट कर रहे हैं कि जाएं और अच्छी क्रिकेट खेलें और टीम को मैच जिताएं. वो जीतने के लिए हमें समझ है कि हमें कंपोजर के साथ खेलना ही होगा. अगर बाद का रिजल्ट का या अपनी परफॉर्मेंस का, इन सब चीजों का सोचेंगे तो डिस्ट्रैक्शन होगा और आपका डिसीजन मेकिंग, जैसे मैंने बोला, खराब हो सकता है. तो आई डोंट थिंक कि हम वैसा अभी तक सोचे हैं इस टूर्नामेंट में, और ना ही हम कल के लिए सोचने वाले हैं. हमारे लिए एक क्रिकेट मैच है जो हम जाके जैसी अभी तक क्रिकेट खेली है कंसिस्टेंट, वैसा ही कोशिश करेंगे कि दोबारा ऐसी परफॉर्मेंस हो सके.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, the Indian cricket captain Virat Kohli there concluding his press conference ahead of that crucial tie, the all-important India-Pakistan final, which will be played at the Oval in London, the finals of the Champions Trophy. That everyone in India and Pakistan will be glued to. The captain there saying he is confident that his side will play well, and of course he is very, very optimistic about India's prospects. The entire focus though is on tomorrow's game. The team is not looking at statistics or the past record of the Indian team against Pakistan, though also saying that no team has any guarantees of winning this crucial tie. Both the teams will want to give it their all, and in fact, they're being rather careful and not playing up too much the whole hype around the India-Pakistan arch rivalry, and the fact that the two teams are going to be facing off against each other in a major tournament final after an entire decade. Well, so as we said, India are of course up against arch rivals Pakistan in a blockbuster ICC Champions Trophy grand finale at the Oval in London. Let's take a quick look at the high-octane preview battle that's scheduled on Super Sunday.
Billions around the world are set for a blockbuster Sunday, as cricket fans will fasten the seatbelt for mega cricket battle. The ICC Champions Trophy final will see Pakistan between us and our crown. It's all to play for as India-Pakistan gear up for an epic showdown. All-round India have been in top gear, and skipper Virat Kohli will expect his team to continue the good show.
regardless of who you play in the finals, it's always going to be challenging because once you start thinking that it's a big game, then your mindset changes. So what we are going to try to do is repeat the similar sort of cricket that we have played so far. Knowing the strengths and weaknesses they have, obviously we'll have to plan a bit, according to that. But I don't think there's much that we need to change as a team.
With some powerful names in the lineup, India will aim to keep Pak on their toes. Kohli is aware of the fight Pak is expected to offer.
The turnaround's been magnificent. Obviously, if you reach the finals, you have to play some good cricket, and credit to them, they've turned around things for themselves really well, and they've beaten sides that look really strong against them. But the belief just showed on the field the way they played together as a team.
India beat Pak in their Group B encounter, but the final is a different ball game. The key moments are essential, and both sides would want to address their strength. The final sees India with the highest batting average take on a side with the most wicket. An epic contest between bat and ball will be on offer at the Oval. India have had a clear edge in recent contests, and they will look to defend the title in style. Sports Bureau, NewsX.
Alright, let's now get you some updates that we have about tomorrow's match. Let's first talk about the pitch conditions that are expected at the Oval when India take on Pakistan in that grand finale of the ICC Champions Trophy. In fact, let's go across to my colleague Ishwarya for more on that. Ishwarya, we just heard a confident captain Virat Kohli saying that he's pretty sure that his team will give it their all, but at the same time sounding a note of caution, saying that both teams would want to give it their all and there is really no cast iron guarantee of a win. But talking about the pitch conditions, what do you have for us?
Well, absolutely, Neha. The fresh pitch is to be used for the mega finals at the Oval. This is what the news which is coming out right from London, that the fresh pitch will be used for the final encounter between India and Pakistan, and this pitch is particularly expected to be 300 and a batting paradise. 300 plus score can be scored in this pitch, and a batting paradise, that's what the pitch report what we are getting is on us, and we can see the visuals on screen. Today at the practice session,
right,
MS Dhoni went onto the pitch and inspected the fresh pitch, just because nobody knows how this pitch will react.
Right, but looks like it's going to be a batting paradise, so we're probably going to have whichever team bats first put up a total of 300 plus. Also, let's bring our viewers another update we have at this point. Pakistani pacer Mohammad Amir is likely to be fit for this match tomorrow. Ishwarya, will the Indian team be disappointed? They were obviously hoping that he would stay out of the contest.
Well, absolutely. In the last match, Mohammad Amir was injured, and then he made a break for the practice session. He was not available for the practice session for Pakistan. But now what the news is coming in, that Mohammad Amir is fit for the Pakistani camp and will play against India. So that's a good news for Pakistan.
Right.
But not a disappointment at all for Indian fans, just because we have already made a very good amount of runs in the first match on the 4th of June when we
There
played
is no
Pakistan
doubt about that, Ishwarya. In fact, not just head-to-head with Pakistan, but I think compared to most other teams, India has shown that it has greater batting depth than anyone else in the entire tournament. Thanks very much, Ishwarya, for that. Let's now take a quick look at India's top 3 batsmen who've taken the tournament to a different level.
India's ODI batting form is at its top. The 2017 ICC Champions Trophy has witnessed finish in India's top 3 batsmen. Shikhar Dhawan has livened up his love for the tournament. Rohit Sharma's grit to bat through has been stupendous. Skipper Virat Kohli's feather continues to grow.
It's not been difficult at all. I'm really enjoying the way I'm batting. For me, the number of runs do not matter at this stage. I'm really enjoying the process, and something which is, giving me joy is that whatever I'm practicing and how I prepared after the IPL is paying off in this tournament. So I'm pretty happy getting the team across the line, honestly. It doesn't matter whether it's 3 figures or 2 or even 1.
The trio have taken India's batting to a different level. On Super Sunday, India will need the trio to fire at the biggest stage. It's a mega final show at the Oval against arch rivals Pakistan. If Dhawan is leading run scorer in the tourney, Rohit too has seen himself in his partner's tail with the second highest tally. Meanwhile, skipper Kohli isn't far behind. This Champions Trophy have been wonderful for the trio. Dhawan broke Saurav Ganguly's record as India's leading scorer in the Champions Trophy. Virat Kohli also became the fastest to 8,000 runs in ODI cricket. As Rohit Sharma notched a career 11th ODI turn versus Bangladesh in the semis, India will hope the trio comes out on top against an informed Pak bowling at the Oval. Sports Bureau, NewsX.
Well, as we all know, the India-Pakistan cricket rivalry is one of the most intense sports rivalries in the world. Let's take a quick look at India-Pakistan on pitch rivalry.
Say, hang on a moment, son, and excuse me, Mr. Moray, would you mind not talking while I'm facing up?
He's down the great competitor, Amir Sohail, and here you see him arguing with the bowler or telling him what.
100 रन मिल गए शायद आफरीदी तो धचका भी लगा. गौतम गंभीर जो है वो आंखों में आंखें डाल के बात करना चाह रहे हैं. आफरीदी उनसे आर्गुमेंट करना स्लेट किया तो बहुत ज्यादा और शायद लोगों को टीवी बंद करना पड़ जाए क्योंकि उसमें बहुत ज्यादा सेंसरशिप की जरूरत होगी.
Came from right off the middle of the bat.
Dhoni's had to pull Gambhir aside. Chat continued. And Billy Bowden has jumped in there. And
India gear up for Pakistan and that Champions Trophy final. Exclusive footage in our possession shows Indian senior.
And Billy Bowden has jumped in there. And
India gear up for Pakistan and that Champions Trophy final. Exclusive footage in our possession shows Indian senior player MS Dhoni on his knees inspecting the pitch. All right, let's now go across to former India cricketer Sabah Karim, who joins us live from London. Sabah Karim, thanks very much for speaking to NewsX. This is, of course, one match that all of India and Pakistan will be glued to tomorrow. Now, Virat Kohli held that press conference just a few minutes ago, sounding confident, but at the same time, playing down all the hype and sounding a note of caution, saying that both the teams will give it their all and neither side has a cast iron guarantee for success. Even refusing to comment on our past record vis-a-vis Pakistan, which, as we know, is heavily loaded in favour of India. The question is, how do you see the two teams stacking up?
See, this is going to be such a high-profile encounter between India and Pakistan, and I like the fact that the Indian team, along with the captain, they have tried to play down the hype that has surrounded this clash. And I feel that it gives us a reflection that India is in a very relaxed state of mind. They're treating it like just another game, and that is the way to go forward. And whenever India has played any big match, be it against Pakistan or be it against Australia, they've always treated it like in this manner. I interacted with the players after their practice session. They seem to be very relaxed. There is no tension as such. They are excited to play the finals, but they know the kind of profile which they have to implement on the field. They've made their plans. They've worked hard, and they believe in in having the proper work ethics. So I can see that in the Indian dressing room as well as in their preparation. Their preparation has always been the same. They follow a certain pattern, and I saw that again today. Pakistan, on the other hand, they would be under immense pressure because of the fact that they have not done very well against India. But if you look at the quality in both the sides, I feel India, whether they bat first or they bat second, they always have an edge over Pakistan. Pakistan, on the other hand, because of the way they have performed in the last 3 games, they would love to field first and try and restrict India. But I think
Right.
you have to give it to India more because of the number of match winners India has.
Right. Sabah, there is no doubt that the Indian outfit looks way superior to the Pakistani side. But then, of course, as we know, cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties. It can go any which way. But, you know, talking about how Pakistan or any side that wins the toss will want to field first, that's a pattern we've seen throughout the tournament because of the weather playing a big role. How do you see the pitch playing tomorrow? Any thoughts on that? Very quickly.
Well, I've in the entire Champions Trophy, I've done the pitch report in all the games, including the warm-up matches. The pattern that I see here, I think there is a directive from ICC to prepare batting-friendly tracks, and that's what I have noticed in the entire Champions Trophy, be it here in London or in Edgbaston or even in Cardiff. And even overcast conditions have had no effect on the nature of the surface. That is why this is the kind of track where setting a target is not easy, because the team that bats first does not know when to stop. What is a score that will help its bowlers to restrict the opposition.
Correct.
That is why most of the teams have preferred to field first, and this track does not change at all. The behavior remains the same. It does not play mischievous in the second half. It remains batting friendly, and that is why that's one reason why most of the teams have had success chasing even a big target like in the excess of 300.
Absolutely.
So I see the same thing happening tomorrow. That's what I mentioned earlier, because India is very well prepared to bat first, score big, and also chase a big target. Pakistan, on the other hand, they may struggle if they have to chase a big score in the second half.
Field first. All right. It does look like it's a batsman-friendly pitch. Let's see what the scores are like tomorrow. And also, Sabah Karim, you seem to think the Indian team is quite relaxed and confident. That is certainly good to know. That will be, in fact, music to the ears of all cricket fans who are going to be watching this match with bated breath. Thanks so much, Sabah Karim, for joining us and sharing all those insights with us. And with that, it's a wrap on the show. Thanks for watching.